Okay, this is going to be a video. I'm going to do a couple of my Bibles, but I've had this. This is the Common Man for a little over a year now, and I really haven't bought any other Bibles. I've pretty much used this one uh, exclusively. It's been on the truck. If anybody knows anything about me, I'm pretty rough on a Bible, so uh, show how it's holding up. Now, this is the fourth edition of the Common Man Bible. As you can see, it has been used. The gilding is, you know, wearing off. Uh, I've really gone through this one quite a few times. It had real bad crinkles when I got it, and I talked to Brother Hoffman. He said that he had a problem with the fourth edition. As you can see, this is how it came. They are getting better, but they're still there. Now, the Common Man Bible I've totally fallen in love with because of the references. I like his notes too, but his references is what really stands out. I've I'm doing my read through this year with this Bible. Now, I have a cover I bought when I bought the Bible, which I'm glad I did because I'm on the truck and it's, so the cover's in perfect shape. It's held up well. I think the paper could be a little better quality, and I think maybe uh, his newer editions are better. I know they don't have the crinkling like that. A friend of mine told me that he's coming out with a sixth edition. There's the fifth edition out that's like this with the wide margin, which I absolutely love. And I like it that it has the wide margin on the inside too, because, man, the ones that just have it on the outside just aggravate me a little bit. But you can see we're in the book of Job and just all the references he has. One thing I wish he would have done is where he marks the 1 and the 2 is to put the verses by it. So if you just wanted to look at the notes, what I have done, if I can find a page, that is I marked, and of course I mark with a pencil. A lot of people mark with pens, and that's fine. I make a lot of spelling errors, so I always mark with a pencil. But let's see if I can find it. Yeah, like this. See the 2? I'll circle that, and that way I can go down here uh, and find it. That's the one thing I think he could have done that would have helped me anyhow, is to put the verse right here. Like with the 1, you have to look for the 1. But yeah, I've only had this a year. It seems like I've had it longer. I've really exclusively almost used this Bible, and I of course I use a couple others uh, on the truck. So the only thing that happened is, and it's because I'm rough on Bibles, most people wouldn't have this problem, is right here, and it wasn't separating bad, but it started to separate a little bit, so I went ahead and taped it. Again, his maps are unsurpassed, in my opinion. I just couldn't uh, recommend this Bible uh, any higher. This is my favorite Bible that I own, and he has the correct crossing of the Red Sea, which is pretty cool. And he's got all three. These are the 7 churches in Revelation, but he's got all 3 uh, missionary journeys of Paul, and then his uh, trip to Rome, which I think every single Bible should have. A lot of them will put them all on one page, and they'll have different colors, and it kind of messes me up. But anyway, it's got the lambskin. I've actually taped it in where it don't slide around, so uh, this cover's held up well. I love this cover too. It's got these places. I got my little, and I usually have my pencils in there, but I forgot them on the truck. I have taped it a couple places to reinforce it. But yeah, this is a nice. I got this. I got both of this, the Bible and this cover from KJV, uh, the KJV store, and this little leather cover, very nice. And another one. Now this one I've had since 2019, August of 2019. Now this was a $10 Bible. Some of you that have been watching my videos for a while will remember this is one of my redneck rebinds. It came with the kind of like a paperback cover, and I've actually used this quite a bit. This is that giant print. $10 I gave. It was I think it was regularly like $14, but I bought one that was supposedly damaged, which the only damage I could ever find was on the box that the Bible came in. It had a little dent in it. And this is held up good. It is a sewn binding. This is the Hendrickson. Let's see. Yeah, Hendrickson. Super giant print reference Bible. And it's a little different, like in the poetic books. Like you see, looks like the regular King James text, but if you go to like Psalms, the book of Psalms, you'll see it's got, see how the text is a little different, and it's that way in Job and Proverbs also, which is kind of neat. I don't know. But I love the giant print, and it has the red letter. And I only paid $10 for this Bible, and it's held up well. So I put the duct tape on there, and the cover was basically a paperback. The paper's not great, but it has held up, and it's not tearing anywhere. Even my Common Man, I've got like, let's see if I can find it. So like it just on the outside edges, it's kind of tearing up. But where I turn the pages a lot, you'll see little tears in it, and I have to put a piece of Scotch tape to hold it so it don't tear anymore. But this Hendrickson, now I haven't used it as much as I have the Common Man, but I have used it quite extensively. I love the large print. So anyway, that's a couple Bibles that I guess I call it a crash test. So I wanted to show you. I got a couple tears right here at the very front, but for a $10 Bible, this thing's been great. Smith sewn and everything. And I can read it. It has ghosting, and it's not $100 Bible, but it certainly has held up well. Both of them, I think, have held up well. I kind of worry about my Common Man because I use it so much and I love it so much. I'll probably, of course, I can't buy anything right now. I went to the hospital for 5 days, and I got a whopping hospital bill. So we'll be paying that down. But the Lord will provide. He's always provided for me all my life, so I'm not too worried about it. We're just going to do as we can. But you can see how it kind of, on the edges here, kind of tearing up. And some of it actually has tears, but I just put like a little piece of Scotch tape about that big where, see, because I thumb the Bible a lot like this, and I'm pretty rough on the Bible, like I said. But they're holding up. I'm trying to make this Common Man kind of like my own study Bible. I take notes and everything in this wide margin. I love the wide margin Bibles. So, anyway, that's my crash test of the Common Man Bible and the Hendrickson giant print. I thought I'd just show you what 1 year on the truck. And believe me, these things get bounced around on the truck. So, I mean, when I do a test like this, it's saying something that these Bibles are holding up. Nowhere is it coming apart in the paper. It just got that wrinkle there. If I was to recommend one, I would say go with the 5th edition. I think the earlier editions are, the first one I know is black letter only. Now, his red letter's kind of light, but very readable. It's a 10-point font, so yeah, I can read it, and I got bad eyes. But my old $10 Bible, look at the difference in the text. See, that's a 10-point, and I think this is like a 14 or 15, maybe even a 16. But when you're bouncing around on the truck, it's a lot easier to read this than this. But I take all my notes in this one now. So anyway, hope you enjoy it. That's my crash test on the Common Man and the Hendrickson. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Main thing is get you a Bible. It can be a $10 Bible, folks, as long as it's a King James Bible. And it won't do you any good unless you read it. I've had a couple comments that said, a fellow said that he didn't have a job and couldn't get a Bible, but being that he could comment on my videos means that he has access to the internet, and you can download for free a King James Bible, several different editions. You can download free of charge a King James Bible and read it on your phone if you need to. So there's really no excuse not to have one. You can get one at the Dollar Tree here in America for $1. Now those are really small print, and they're, $1 Bibles, but they have the words of God and are every bit as powerful as a $400 King James Bible. So it is the words of God that are important. So anyway, remember to read your Bibles, folks, and pray without ceasing. God bless each and every one of you.